Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing a get ready with me. Well, not really a get ready with me because I'm not talking, or it's not really getting ready with me. So what it is like kind of like a tutorial on how I achieved this look here. As you guys can see, I try to do something like I told you guys before that I'm trying to like step out of my comfort zone of the golds and the bronzes, and this is kind of like what I came up with. I mainly only use the 35B palette, so it is very inexpensive to achieve this look. My foundation and stuff, that's a little bit more high-end, but you can use whatever foundation you want. But for the eye look, you can definitely achieve this with the 35B palette. That is majority of what I used on my eye. I probably used 1 or 2 shades from the Huda Beauty Desert Dust palette just for like the brown shades or whatever, but you can use any brown shade that you have to achieve this look. I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and if you like more videos like this where I'm not talking through and it's kind of like a voiceover, then let me know down in the comment section down below, so then I can bring more of those videos for you. I really do want to put out videos that you guys like, because this is not only for me. So let me know down below, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and subscribe again. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Alright, so we already started off with our face moisturized and our brows done. So now I'm going to take the Becca Ever Matte Primer. I love this primer. It is good for oily skin, especially if you're oily in the T-zone area. If you are someone who likes to use like milk of magnesia or something like that for your face as a primer because you don't want to sweat away or oil away your makeup, then the Becca Ever Matte Primer is the perfect primer for you, because it does exactly that and it leaves your makeup looking flawless. Now we're going in with our NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk in the MAC Layin Low Primer. I love these two together because they create a very tacky consistency, and the Milk Jumbo Pencil definitely brightens up my lid, so that way I get more color payoff. Because trust me, if I tried to put on this yellow eyeshadow without these primers, you would not be able to see it. So I highly recommend for you to prime your eye a bit lighter, especially if you are darker skin tone, because it will make the colors just pop so much more and make your eyeshadow look so much more better, trust me. So yeah, I'm using the Morphe 35B palette for majority of the eye, and as well as the Huda Beauty Rose, is it Rose Gold or the Desert Dust palette? Yeah, and I think well, as you can see, what I'm doing here is I'm just building up that color. This is going to be a very like purpley pink eyeshadow base. Like those are like the main colors that I'll be using. So right now all we're doing is building up to that color. So after placing the yellow and peachy color from the Morphe 35B palette, I am taking the colors Amber, Saffron, and Oud from the Huda Beauty Desert Dust palette, and I'm using that to warm it up, and then going back into my Morphe 35B palette, and I'm taking the purplish, I think I would say like purple pink, like a purple and hot pink color, and I'm using that to deepen up the crease. As you can see, we're just continuously building up and building up to the darker colors. Now we're taking the purple from the 35B palette and we're using that to deepen up the crease even more, making sure that we're blending out the shadows in circular motions so you can really get that blown out effect and there are no harsh shadows. So we are still taking the 3 colors from the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette, the Amber, Oud, and saffron, and we're going to place that, continue placing that and blending that out in our crease and outer corner, and then go back into that yellow that we first used all over our eye and bring that color back into the brow bone, because you will lose some while you are blending out those three colors. Now, when it comes to cutting my crease, my favorite thing to do is, no matter if I'm using concealer, a paint pot, my jumbo milk pencil, I place it on my lid first, and then I look up and use that as a guideline to cut my crease. Because if you cut your crease lower than where your lid touches your crease at, you will have eyeshadow outside of the line, and you want this to be very sharp and very clean. So to avoid that, you want to cut your crease right where your lid touches your crease, or a little bit above that. And to cut my crease, I am still using the M.A.C Layin Low Paint Pot and the Milk NYX Jumbo Pencil. I still want my lid to be very bright, so all my shadows show. And right on the edge of where I cut my crease at, I'm going to place the color Oud with a angled brush, a thin angled brush, along the edge of the cut crease, and then go in with the color Saffron from the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette and use that to blend out that Oud that we placed there. So now we are going to take a blending brush, and we're going to go back into the 35B palette and take that Magenta purple that we first used and use that to further blend out that Oud color. And after we do that, we're going to reinforce our cut crease to get it sharp again and ready to slay. And after we do this part, we're going to go back into the 35B palette and go into the darker purple of the two. And we're going to place this on the outer V of our eye, right at where the ending of our lid and our crease meets. We're going to place the purple there and bring that into the lid as well in an angular motion. You do not want to make it straight, because then it's going to look very blocky. You want them to blend in, and this is the easiest way for the colors to blend in. Now we're going to go into the pink, like the hot pink and peach color of the 35B palette, and we're going to blend these two together and blend them into the dark purple that we had just placed on our eye. And we're going to continue on doing this blending technique throughout all the colors that we're going to use here. And also make sure that while you're placing these shadows, you leave a opening right in between your crease and your lid. So there's going to be a bit of negative space where you place your eye primer or eyelid concealer. Leave some space in between the cut crease and where you place your shadow. Try to leave like a curved line, because then we're going to go in with that space with a different shadow. Now we're going to take our yellow color and our sparkly yellow, and we're going to place that in the inner corners. The sparkly yellow is going to go in the inner corner, and the yellow color is what's going to blend in with the peach, and the peach color is what blends in with the pink, and the pink color blends in with the purple, if you kind of get the color story that's going on here. And on the very, very inner corner and up until the negative space that we left on our eye, we are going to place a lilac lavender sparkly purple. You see what I'm doing there? Yeah, just wait for it. So I went in with the Huda Beauty Twilight color because the lilac color that I used in the 35B palette was not as sparkly and pigmented as I wanted. And now I'm going to take my Sephora High Precision eyeliner, liquid eyeliner, and use that to cut, well, to sharpen, no, to slay my winged liner. So for foundation, I am using my Lancome Tint Idole 24-hour foundation. I do not remember what color this is. I am so sorry. I'm going to try to see if I can find it and put it in the description box down below. And I'm going to use that with a stippling brush to blend it all over my face. And then go in with my Sephora, I believe this is Truffle concealer, and use the Morphe blender, like, you know, yeah, I won't call it a beauty blender because it's not, but beauty sponge, and use that to blend out my concealer. I have been obsessed with this freaking sponge. For $7, it really does a job, and it gets so big. I love the way it's cut because it gets right under my eye, and I love that. And I hate having feeling like I'm about to poke myself, and I don't get that with this this beauty sponge. And it freaking washes out so easily, and it doesn't stain as quickly as the others. Like, it's a lifesaver. Now I'm going to go in with the Fenty Beauty what is this called, match stick in the color Espresso, and use that to contour and bronze up and liven up my face. And yeah, and I'm just going to continue on using this beauty sponge to blend it out. $7, you guys. I highly recommend it. It is really, really good. All jokes aside, it's a really good sponge. $7. I love it. So I just recently went back to trying the Mercier translucent powder, and honestly, you guys, I just love the way the deep dark makes my face look. I felt like I had a little bit of a white cast, but I know it always goes away like after your makeup settles in and you spray your face, but I just like the way the deep dark makes my face look from start. And I've recently started baking my brows, which I have been loving, because I've noticed that sometimes when I use like a brow pomade or like a brow pencil, my eyebrows can look a little bit shiny from the product. So when I set it, it takes away that shine, and it makes the brow look so much more natural in real life and in photos. So I just love it. And to wipe away the setting powder, I am using the M.A.C Studio Skin Finish, I believe, in the color Deep Dark. And then to set my contour, I am going to go in with the Studio Fix powder in the color NW58. Now for blush, I am using Becca Lantana, of course, my favorite blush. It is beautiful on every skin tone. And for highlight, I am going to use the Fenty Beauty Cinnamon Match Stick, Shimmer Stick, which I always use as like a base for my highlight because it makes my highlight pop in a most disrespectful manner that I just love, you know? And then I'm using the Real Techniques, I don't know what type of brush this is. I believe it's a dome brush, and I'm just going to use that to blend it out. And I'm going to place this on my cheekbones, down the bridge of my nose, the inner part of my forehead, my inner tear duct, my top lip, my chin, you know, just glow the fuck out. Now I'm going to take that hot pink from the 35B palette and place this in my waterline. This is just going to liven up the eye and give it a pop of fun and more drama, you know? And then take that same color and use it to blend out the under eye, which is going to really make the waterline pop even more. Now what you see me doing here is placing the Artist Couture Diamond Glow Powder in the color Conceited on top of the cinnamon that I had already placed. So I'm placing this everywhere that I placed the cinnamon, my inner tear duct, my cheekbones, you know, etc. Alright guys, after we place our mascara, we are going to go in with liner, lip liner that is. And the lip liner that I am using in this video, I do not know the name of. It is from my local beauty supply store. You can buy any lip liner and that will work for you. And for lipstick, I am going to go in with the Iman Cosmetics Fate lipstick, and I'm going to place a clear gloss after that, set my face with Fix Plus and Urban Decay setting powder, and that's all. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching another one of my videos, and I really do hope that you enjoyed this look. I will make sure to leave all the products down below in the description box. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.